In a world where technological warfare evolves by the second, one nation continues to make headlines with its rapid advancements in missile development. This time, it's Iran. And in 2026, the spotlight is on the Nasir missile, a weapon that has turned heads across defense circles, military analysts, and intelligence communities. Welcome to Motor Authority, where we break down the most advanced machines on the planet. Today, we go deep into the heart of Iran's latest naval threat, the Nasir. The Nasir missile isn't just another surface-to-sea projectile in a long list of regional deterrents. It represents a precise shift in Iran's maritime strategy, highlighting a focus on agility, speed, and precision targeting. First unveiled during a joint exercise in the Persian Gulf, the Nasir immediately distinguished itself, and not just with its capabilities, but also with what it signifies for regional power dynamics. Let's talk specs first. The Nasir is a short-range anti-ship cruise missile with a range of approximately 100 kilometers. That may not sound like much when compared to the 500-plus kilometer reach of some Western counterparts, but in the context of Iran's naval geography, that range is more than sufficient. The Strait of Hormuz, the Persian Gulf, and the Gulf of Oman all form compact, congested theaters where range is secondary to speed and survivability. And that's where the Nasir excels. Traveling at subsonic speeds, the Nasir hugs the sea's surface, making it a sea skimmer, which dramatically reduces its radar cross-section and visibility. That low-altitude flight path is vital. It helps the missile stay undetected by most standard radar systems until the very last few seconds, which is often too late for interception. Add to this its active radar homing seeker, and you've got a missile that can independently lock onto its target in the terminal phase, even in environments cluttered with decoys or electronic countermeasures. But it's not just about the technical design, it's about how it's deployed. The Nasir can be launched from both fixed coastal batteries and fast attack craft, which are abundant in the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy. This dual capability offers Iran flexibility in both offensive and defensive naval operations. During the 2026 drills, multiple Nasir missiles were fired from moving vessels and land-based platforms simultaneously, demonstrating a saturation tactic designed to overwhelm a target ship's defenses. When several sea-skimming missiles approach from different angles, the margin for error becomes razor-thin for any defending vessel. What sets the 2026 version of the Nasir apart from earlier iterations is its updated onboard guidance system. Iranian state media claims that this new generation integrates a more advanced digital autopilot and improved navigation algorithms. In other words, it's smarter and harder to jam. Western analysts speculate that parts of the Nasir's guidance tech may be based on reverse-engineered components from Chinese and Russian systems, although Tehran insists the missile is 100% domestically produced. Now, it's impossible to talk about a missile like Nasir without addressing the geopolitical ramifications. Iran's missile program has long been a flashpoint of tension between Tehran and Western powers. Every new weapon serves not only as a tool of defense or offensive but also as a message. And with the Nasir, the message is clear: Iran intends to control its coastal waters with a layered defense network that relies not on big ships, but on smaller, faster, and more elusive systems. This asymmetric approach to naval warfare is something Iran has honed over decades. Rather than match the US Navy ship for ship or losing proposition, Iran has invested heavily in missile systems like the Nasir. The idea is simple: deny access to enemy vessels by making every square kilometer of water a potential kill zone. With the Nasir missile deployed across coastal installations and on fast patrol boats, Iran can effectively create a defensive net that complicates any foreign naval presence in the region. The 2026 military parade in Tehran offered the public a rare close-up of the Nasir missile system. Mounted on mobile launchers, the Nasir was accompanied by a video display of simulated target engagements, highlighting its ability to home in on both moving and stationary targets. The propaganda was strong, as always, but the underlying message was rooted in operational truth. The Nasir is not a strategic missile, it won't reach foreign capitals. But tactically? In a regional skirmish or in defense of Iranian waters, it's a major player. Let's also talk economics. Missiles like the Nasir are cost-effective. Unlike large warships that require extensive logistics, maintenance, and fuel, these missile systems are relatively cheap, easy to mass-produce, and quicker to deploy. That makes them perfect for a country like Iran, which has faced decades of sanctions and military embargoes. Quantity is a quality all its own, especially in a region where skirmishes are more likely than full-scale wars. From a technical perspective, the missile's warhead carries enough high explosive payload to seriously damage or disable a medium-sized warship. Some analysts estimate the blast radius to be lethal within 10 to 20 meters, which combined with its sea-skimming approach means that even a near miss can cause critical damage, particularly to the radar, sensors, or propulsion systems of enemy vessels. Iran's continued focus on systems like the Nasir points to a shift toward a more mobile, resilient, and decentralized military structure. It's about flexibility and survival. If a launch site is destroyed, another one a few kilometers away can take its place. And in a potential conflict, that makes targeting Iranian missile assets incredibly difficult. Of course, the Nasir isn't without its limitations. Its range, while suited to Iran's strategic needs, is limited in comparison to modern Western or East Asian cruise missiles. Its subsonic speed also makes it vulnerable to advanced close-in weapon systems like the US Navy's Phalanx or Israel's Barak 8. But here's the catch: those systems can only shoot down so many targets at once. If Iran launches 10 or 12 Nasir missiles at once, even the most sophisticated defense systems might let one or two through. And one is often all it takes. So, what does all this mean for the future of naval warfare in the Persian Gulf? The Nasir is part of a broader trend of smaller, faster, smarter weapons that don't require a trillion-dollar navy to deploy. In an age of asymmetrical conflict and regional power plays, the Nasir isn't just a missile. It's a strategy. Thanks for watching Motor Authority. Whether you're here for war machines, cutting-edge engineering, or global power shifts through the lens of technology, we've got you covered. Subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most powerful machines and the stories behind them. Drop a comment below if you want us to explore more from Iran's missile arsenal, or maybe take a closer look at how other regional powers are responding. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and keep watching the world's engines turn.